We are night and day.
How do you deal with bad
But now,
habits, the things that irritate you?
My
The
toothbrush.
things that irritate me.
What?
Oh, you know, my number one. My number one thing that I'm just like, there's two things actually. Wire hangers left in the daggone closet. I hate that. I hate it with a passion.
Nobody's going to live with anybody and don't have some differences. The difference comes, it's just that you have to be willing to work them out.
My other one is the nail clippings on the side of the tub. I hate that.
I don't do it as much. I get my toothbrush. I get a toothbrush in the morning. I'm, go to brush my teeth, my toothbrush is wet. I'm trying to figure out why it's wet. I know I didn't use it. So she said, well, baby, we together, us. And I'm going, well, can I just have a toothbrush?
No.
Washcloth.
No.
Same thing.
You know what?
You have to look at it like, well, I'm with this person, I married this person, and I'm going to be with this person through ups and downs, because it's not always easy. It's not always good, being with somebody else.
So, I think you could work on little things like that together. Those are little small things. Folks don't need to be divorced over them, and you don't need to say, oh, God, I'd never get married because, no, I mean, those are little stupid, trite, trivial matters that, you could work out amongst yourself and laugh at it later.
We lived together before we got married for like 3 years.
When you are committed in marriage, then it's altogether different than shacking up.
I didn't do it the right way. I wouldn't suggest that people do it the way I did it.
I don't think living together before marriage is a good idea at all. You have no commitment. You feel like, well, if things don't go the way I want them, I'll just up and leave.
He's not judging me on little nitpicky things. He's looking at the whole full picture, and he, loves me for who I am. And it's not just gonna, oh, I did something wrong. I don't want this anymore. They've sworn that they're gonna be with me. They're gonna be my partner in life forever. And no matter what happens, our bond, our vow with each other is that we're gonna stick it out together. So that's comforting to know that, I'm not gonna do everything right all the time, but yet I got this person who says no matter if you don't do everything right, I'm still gonna stick it out with you.
I had a lot of issues that I came into the relationship with, and with a person that I was getting to know, didn't want to tell too many of my past secrets to, So with that came issues that she didn't know about. So it was kind of unfair to her. And I just wanted to end all of that. I wanted to end just everything that I was doing, and I wanted to be true to one woman. I wanted her to know everything about me, So I decided to say, okay, for one, this is the woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And then two, I'm willing to get married, even though I'm afraid of marriage because I don't really know what that means, what I have to stop doing or what does that feel like, But I was willing to even put that on the line for this girl, and I did it, and I love it. I never changed a thing about it.
Test drive is only for cars. You don't test drive a marriage because a marriage is something that will last forever. A car is going to give out on you eventually. A marriage institution that is supposed to be eternal.
I wouldn't say that I get bored. I think that I'm comfortable with Terrence. He's a source of comfort for me.
We've been married now 33 and a half years, and it hadn't always been easy. It wasn't always high moments or anything. I think as a couple, 5 years ago, we had our first great grandbaby, and you talking about a high.
On a daily basis, we talk several times a day. We call one another. I do not. basically, he's my best friend. I mean, he's the one that I share triumphs, challenges, frustrations, anything going on. The boys did something that was so cute. Let me call Terrence and let him know what it was or whatever. I mean, whatever, the most minuscule things we share. And I think it's a comforting thing to know that you have somebody on your side that just doesn't care if you call, just to hear them breathe.
Married life for me is great. I have a wife, a buddy. She's also my business partner, so we make a lot of business decisions together. I have a daughter. She's 8 months pregnant, so we have a son on the way. King is what I call him. And it's cool. A lot of guys don't want to settle down. I kind of been on both sides of the spectrum, so I understand what it is to kind of run around, and understand what it means to settle down. There's a lot more peace in settling down.
Now we're to the point where, we are almost inseparable. We love to be with each other now, but we had to work on it, before it got to this point.
Because men have so much and such a big standard that they have to be held to, on a daily basis, I'm always thinking about how to be better. Do I need a better job? Okay, yeah, we do need a bigger house. Okay, I gotta be a better father. I need to be a better husband. No, you see someone you're attracted to, I'm married. Or I can't judge her against someone else that I don't even know. And that's where sometimes relationships go down the wrong path, because daily I'm always thinking about how to keep my family happy. If I do that every day, then every day I'm gonna make a right decision.
It's how you take it, how you look at it. You can make it what you want it to be. It's just like if you're cooking something, if you use the right direction instruction, it'll come out right. But if you try to change it to fit your way, how you want things, it just don't work. So if you just follow the manual that you have when you get married, the counseling, and you know that you love that person, you go by their line, marriage is the greatest thing that could ever be. One other highlight of my life was when our older daughter, which is not my biological daughter, when she was at Delta one day and somebody asked her, said, "Is that your dad?" And she said, "Yes, that's my father." And the guy who worked with me didn't believe it. She said, "That's my father." And she brought the people back there and said, "I want you to meet my father." And when they introduce me now, they tell them, "I want you to meet my mother and my father."
Not having my father in the house at that time, he was in and out, not really there to really show me what it was supposed to be like. And I knew as I got older that that's something that I didn't want to have. I knew I wanted to be there for my children. I knew I wanted to be responsible. I knew I wanted to be married to do that. I didn't want to have any kids out of wedlock, and it was unfortunate that I did have my first. I wasn't happy about that, so I knew I was going to wait until I got married. I knew I was going to do that. So when we got married, it was an exciting moment for me. I had accomplished a goal. I had accomplished saying, I'm not having any more kids until I get married. And then I had an opportunity to raise my family together with my wife. It means a lot to me to be married. I get a little emotional now because
why does it mean so much to you?
It's unity.